Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Thomas Sykes, and
Joshua Duran.
Josh, are you okay? You just kind of like dwindled out on me.
It's definitely your wife, but because he's got the frozen.
Okay, let's hope this Wi-Fi lasts for like a half hour. All we need is this half hour, then then it's the podcast. Okay, guys, welcome back to the Everything in 30 podcast. And what's today? Today is Wednesday, July 15th. This is episode 9. 9 episodes, Josh. We did it. So
We reached it.
for some reason, this is the second time we were recording this podcast, because apparently the first time, everything just kind of like blew up. We don't know what happened. It all went wrong, but now it's better.
He angered some leader before the nation, They detoxed.
What?
Nothing. I'll just give it.
Josh, do you need something? What is it? What is it? So I'll just reiterate pretty fast what like basically what we talked about, because I don't think because again, no one's gonna be able to hear it, so I'll just give a quick recap. Basically, we just talked about Kanye. He dropped out of the presidential race, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And
Every day
what
you
is
get
it?
to say fuck.
And then that's basically when we cut out. I think it had to be like Kanye's spirit going like, nope, nope, they will not talk about me.
Yeah.
Like, see, the thing is, when it comes to Kanye like running for president, I have a certain fine line when it comes to a president being a celebrity. Like, sure, like anyone could be like, oh, well, Donald Trump was a celebrity because he hosts The Apprentice. Like, I don't even know how many times he's a spokesboy for The Apprentice. But still, I don't count him a celebrity. I count him more as a businessman than a celebrity. But like, I guess you could say the same for like other celebrities too. But like
I think what you're trying to say, he's a businessman first and celebrity second.
yes, where Kanye is a celebrity first and not a businessman.
He's a businessman.
He
He's like a
is?
billionaire now.
Okay, whatever. I'm just. I do not think that Kanye I don't think Kanye could run the United States well. I think it would be. I don't think it would be good, and I think it would dampen his name more than do any like justice and to like do anything good. Plus, even if he did like win the presidential like he did win the race somehow, it would you would think like there like you could like I think everyone could definitely see like after he's finishes becoming president, like he releases a new album called uh the President's Hits or something like that.
The president.
What is it? Hits from the old. So like come on, you can't see one where it's like from the Oval Office.
It's from the overall office. Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
What is it? You have like, can you see the amount of people that he would like have in his office? Like, come on, what is it? Like his wife? Isn't his wife like Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, his wife is Kim Kardashian.
What is it? Kim Kardashian is like the vice president, but then it's like, what is it? Because isn't Travis Scott like his brother-in-law?
He's not married to Kylie, so no. He had
Still,
a baby with
same thing. Same thing. You're either getting married or you're paying her.
him. Whoa.
What? That's called child support. Am I not? Am I wrong?
I guess. I guess
Am I
you're right.
wrong? Like if they
No,
split, then he's gonna be paying child support. Like
well, they
unless
did split.
unless Kylie's gonna be like, nah, I'll give him a pass.
I think it more depends if, like, I don't know, maybe if you had a baby with your girlfriend, you guys like break up.
What is
I
it?
think it more depends if you guys have a good relationship or not.
Yeah,
So,
I guess. what is it? Travis Scott, we get Secretary of State. Kylie, Secretary of Interior Design.
Oh my.
What is it? Caitlyn Jenner as our, what is it? She'll be our
Keeping
press secretary.
keeping up with the Kardashians in the White House.
Oh my God,
Great.
that'd be like that's like shooting Jersey Shore in Italy. Oh wait, they did that.
They accidentally exposed some American secret on the show. There's aliens invading us or something. That's
What
crazy.
is he just said like them going? It's the Kanye's like, dang it, why did I press the red button? Or it's like, what is he yelling at one of his kids? Don't press this button. You mean this? And they just click it, and it's like, no, see what you did? You launched nuclear missiles at. Oh, it's our enemy. Okay, never mind. It's like, Mr. West, your wife is at that meeting. Your wife is at the enemy country. Oh. Can we stop it?
What do you call it? Other than Kanye dropping out, there has not been a lot of news this week. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff about schools trying to reopen, and people saying that schools should reopen. And there's a lot of plans posted online of how schools are going to reopen. I'm pretty sure our school is doing some type of thing like if your parents choose not to let you go back to school, that's fine to do online school. In
Yeah, I
my
guess,
opinion,
yeah.
the only way reopening school can work
Hold on, Josh,
is,
speak up. It's hard to hear.
oh sorry, the only way reopening schools could work is number one, having half days or shorter than half days actually. Number two is making sure that everyone wears a mask because you know there's going to be a problem if someone sends their kid to school with no mask. So make sure the school has a good supply of masks. Um, and when it comes to dismissal and when it comes to like leaving the classroom, go to your next period, they do some type of like rotation things like, oh, this hall can leave for the class now, and then this hall can leave for the class. Like I know that's a time consumer, but if you don't want the virus to spread anymore, if you don't want
It's all these mouth
any
breathers. As Bill Burr would say, it's all the mouth breathers.
yeah,
Bill Burr
because
podcast, that's where I heard that from. I'm
in my opinion, we should just wait a couple more months before sending back to school. Like we can still do online school,
gonna be
but
honest, you know what, I'm kind of baffled just the amount that like where we're at this point. Because, you know, because everyone's been saying it's like, okay, we don't have a vaccine just yet. And like
we
Dr.
were
Anthony
supposed to have
Fauci
one for like six
he
months.
just
They
keep
were saying too.
what is it? Dr. Anthony Fauci he just came out. He just goes, "We'll have he goes, we're gonna try to get the vaccine by the end of the year." I'm like, great. I'm like, but what are you gonna do? I'm like, if we're not gonna get a vaccine by the end of the year, then are we gonna be doing online school? Like, you know, I guess my thing is like, you know, I can see both sides of the issue because people are like, well, we're kind of done with this inside thing. Let's get back out there. Then there's like just another side of people going, whoa, we're still in a pandemic. Just because something like this happens, doesn't mean just because you have something like this happening, doesn't mean that we should all just be like, well, you know, it's been a couple months. Let's just go back to our normal schedule because we really can't.
Yeah, there's no way that because the amount of procedures that would need to be in place for the school to maneuver safely would take too much time away from the already shortened day because there's no way they're going to have a full day of school because there's no way they're going to risk having lunch with a bunch of kids, like 200 kids in a room. And there's no way they're going to risk having people taking off their masks because they're in school for 7 hours with a mask on, you know? Because you know how
Yeah.
uncomfortable that is? Like, I work right now. Like, I work at a grocery store, and I work for, like, 4-hour shifts, and I have this mask on the whole time. It is so uncomfortable to have the mask on for more than an hour. So do you actually think that teenagers would keep this mask on for 6 hours, 7 hours straight? There's no way that they would. That's just my opinion, but yeah,
What is it? I
that's
go to
most
church
people.
every Sunday, and I like churches are like I said, religious organizations are starting to open back up, and I guess part of me is kind of surprised, like, um, because people, what is it? Because like I said, because we're supposed to be wearing masks, and religious organizations follow suit, and they have people are wearing masks inside of it. And I guess there's like two different points of view because like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Roman Catholic. So, like, how the church size and it's lined up, it's you have the individual pews, like all like from the front to the back, and then like each of them like there's like a couple people can stay in the pews, like one family per pew, and each pew's like separated by like two or three, two, three, just about two, and everyone must wear a mask, everyone in the pew, and then at the front, so, you have your little pews, and then right up in the front, you have the altar where the priest and the deacon are. As soon as they get up, they get to remove that mask. And it's kind of like, well, sure. It's like, they get to remove the mask, and people are like, well, why can't we? Because it bothers people. And I guess there's like, because it's a different thing, because um, my grandmother, she wears glasses, and with that mask on, she has to have like that little metal thing over her
Oh my
nose, or else as
gosh,
soon as she
yes,
breathes, her
yes,
glasses
oh my
fog up.
gosh. Yo, for my
Well,
job, right? I wear
yeah,
glasses because I can't see that far away. I wear glasses too, and this is the first time I ever encountered this problem. I never thought about this. The first day I put on my mask, I put on my glasses, I started to breathe, and I can't even see. My whole glasses are fogged up. I had to literally put the mask like all the way against my face for my glasses to not fog up. And even sometimes that doesn't even work, and it gets me so mad. It's so agitating. It's not even a word, agitating. I'm sick.
aggravated.
Aggravating. It's so aggravating.
Everything in 30
You don't
podcasts
want
where we
to
correct
struggle.
grammar.
But what do you
Send
call it?
in your
For
blocks
me,
today, and we'll correct the grammar. That was a joke.
for me, I'm a Pentecostal Christian, right? And I don't think that the church that I usually go to, I don't think that's reopened yet. I'm not sure. I have to check. I don't think it's reopened yet.
What'd you say it was? What? Hold on. Repeat that one more time. Well,
I don't think that the church is reopened yet. The one that I go, the one that I go to, is not reopened. I don't think.
what is it? All I know is that what is it? Trump said that Trump ordered the reopening of like religious wherever, like the religious stuff, and like I honestly understood what he was saying, and I was like, oh, it's like what? Good for him, because his whole thing was like, why are we opening up all these other places? It's like, first off, let's just open up the religious organizations. It's like how come we get to
Yeah,
open up these different like food stores? It's like, shouldn't someone have a place like places of worship? That's what it was. He goes, places like, why can't we just open up these like places of worship? I'm like, you know what? I'm like, he's got
oh,
a point. He's not
Thomas, do you
wrong.
answer this question for me? Right? Because I don't think I ever searched this up or asked anyone. What religion is Donald Trump? Is he a Christian, atheist, like Catholic? Is he any of those? I'm sure you would know.
I I don't know. I don't know why you would think I knew that. Let's
What?
use handy dandy Google. Ready?
You're
Google.
like you're like a Trump encyclopedia. What do you mean?
Josh, do you want me to search this up or not? What is it?
Yeah, so just,
What religion is Donald Trump?
I love you just hear Google in the background.
Do you? Okay. So did you hear that, Josh?
No.
Trump identifies as Presbyterian.
The crap is that? What is that?
That's a religion, Josh.
I know,
Like
but what is
Christian,
like what they
like Christianity, Judaism. Um, The Muslim religion, that's just Muslim? Or,
Yeah, Muslim. Yeah, yeah, that's
no,
Muslim.
because I know, is Muslim an ethnicity but also a religion? No.
No, it's not ethnicity. What the heck? I don't think so. At least I know Jewish Judaism. Like that can be like an ethnicity. You can be Jewish,
You
but
know,
not be.
Presbyterian, Josh, Presbyterian, Lutheranism, I honestly don't, I don't even know the other religions.
I don't. The religions that I know is. I don't even feel like talking
Like
about this right
basically
now.
the main religions are like basically I think it's like Muslim, Judaism, and Christianity. That's how I view it. I view it. The three main religions are Christianity, Judaism, and Muslim. Basically, is Christianity has like Christianity and Judaism and Muslim both. They all have like different subsets. Basically, those subsets are just like I consider the subsets. They're like the different like what
Oh,
like because like you have certain religions that believe like different things. Like when like back in I want to say I forget what time it was. It was back when Lutheranism was first made. Lutheranism was a spin off of Christianity. And that's basically like because there's actually a bunch of different like religions that are just based off of the like a big like Christianity or Judaism. And basically, they have like the same set of ideals, just like maybe like one or two little different things. Which actually is kind of funny because Christianity and Judaism are basically they're very similar in religion. The like basically the biggest difference between them is like um
like Jewish people don't believe in the New Testament. I believe
well,
they
yes, but
believe that
also
just a
yeah.
prophet.
Yeah, but also I could be completely wrong. So people that are listening, please just don't take this as complete fact. But if I'm not mistaken, it's like Christianity. The whole thing is, they believe that it's I can't remember. Christianity believes that I don't know why I'm still having trouble saying this. Christianity, when it comes to believing in Jesus, they believe that Jesus was like the savior and stuff like that. Where Judaism, they're like we're like they believe that Jesus wasn't the savior, and the savior will come one day, and he hasn't come yet. I
Okay.
think that's like basically. I think that's like a way to sum. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong,
Yeah,
honestly, I could be completely wrong.
yeah, but
Josh,
let's
isn't
let's
that
let's
funny?
let's move on to let's move on to a new topic.
Josh, we just what is it? Josh, what is it? So according to my clock, we're almost 18 minutes in, and we're talking about religion. Just what everyone wants to hear. Sure, we can. We're having protests in our country about systemic racism, and while we're at it, let's talk about religion.
That's just a recipe for a lot of stuff, you know. But what do you call it? What else has been going on? You know, I
Josh,
mean, I do
I
want to talk
honestly.
about you. I don't know either.
Like how that's what you bring up. It's like, what should we talk about? What is it? Josh, I gotta be honest. Uh, what is it? All you know what? You know what? We're gonna talk about this. I got something that we're gonna talk about. Other because I know we can talk about things like California, like shutting down again. 'Cause California, I'm pretty sure they just shut. They're going back into isolation mode. Like schools will not open up in September. They just did that. Ready for this? Ready for this? So in New Jersey, in New Jersey, there the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy. He's if you don't know, Phil Murphy has what is that? I forget how old his daughter is, but he is the daughter, and his daughter's getting married. I'm pretty sure he's. Oh, I'm not gonna look this up. Uh, Phil, let's search stuff. Phil Murphy's daughter is getting married. So, um, hold on. Now I gotta search stuff. When is Phil Murphy's daughter getting married? Okay, she okay. So what is it? Okay, so she's 20. So he has a 20-year-old daughter who's um basically she was. so she was having an indoor wedding, um, and basically, what is it? Now I gotta. Okay, I'm looking at NJ 101.5. So apparently, it's like his daughter was getting married, and what is it? It was going to basically. She wanted to have an inside wedding, but I think but like now it says she's getting an outside wedding, and as of what is it, July 2nd, 2020, Phil Murphy signed an executive order raising the limit on crowd size for outdoor gatherings to 500 people, which was effective on July 3rd. So what is it? So like it goes limits on indoor gatherings dashed. So it says like limits on outdoor gatherings 25% of capacity with a maximum of 100 people remaining unchanged. And people were like, "Oh, his daughter's getting married." It's like, what's going to change? Will they change anything? Because again, she wanted to have like an indoor wedding, but it looks like now it's outdoors. So what could this mean for the state of New Jersey? Because again, uh, the whole thing is, and I'm going to point this out. I think this is probably the biggest thing. You know what? I'm going to say this because what is it? Because me and Josh, we're part of New Jersey. So what? So why is it that the governor, it's almost like a show of bias, kind of. Maybe it's just me, but why is the governor now like, oh, my daughter's getting married, I'm going to adjust these regulations? Because I don't know if you agree with me on this, Josh. I could be just like completely mistaken, but like, just because now his daughter's now having an outdoor wedding, because it's still happening. It's like July, like the end of July or August or sometime. She's gonna get married. So what? How come? How come? Like
Yo,
is he gonna adjust the law? Is he gonna adjust? Is he adjusting this because he wants to see his daughter get married? Because he wants this to happen? It's like, what does this mean for the state of New Jersey? Because I get.
tell us. Watching you trying to create something for us to talk about, it's just funny.
Shut up.
You're trying to add all these layers to a kind of like simple topic.
Hey, I'm just
uh,
saying. I'm just like, hey, this guy is the governor. This guy's a governor. Is he's supposed to be running the state? And I'm gonna be honest. He has done multiple hiccups. Like, what is it? He signed a what is it? He's like one day. I think it was like when the Black Lives Matter protests were just starting. He signed an executive order. He signed a stay-at-home order. And the next day, he goes outside and takes pictures with people rallying at the protest. I'm like, I can understand like with the protests and everything, but it's like, what? It's like, what are you doing? It's like you're signing a stay-at-home order and then literally taking pictures with the people that are breaking it. Like, sure, I get it's protests and all, but it's like, I just like, I can understand like everything. It makes sense. Like, okay, he wants the publicity. He wants to be like, look, guys, I agree with the Black Lives Matter protest. But it's like at the same time, it's like, whoa, it's like, you moron, you just signed an isolation order. Stay
you know what my
isolation,
thing
sorry,
is?
a stay-at-home order.
You know what my thing is that. So obviously, I support. Like, for me, I support the protest. I'm not really sure about you, but
Well, thanks,
my thing
Josh.
is.
No, I support it. I'm all for. Hey, I think it's about time. I just think that I'm like, do you think this would be? My theory is, I'm like, is this the best time to be doing it? I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
My thing is, I'm like, I feel like this should have been done a little bit sooner.
Well,
Maybe
my
it's
thing
just
is just,
maybe
just that.
I think it's also just a me thing where I'm like, maybe if this had been done sooner, that way we could have avoided all this. But it's also a pretty deep. I think that's like just a combination of cabin fever, along with like people are like, oh, let's go outside, let's go support this. I think that's how this is like moving good.
Yeah. Well, my thing is just that there's so many like governors and like politicians and stuff that okay, you should think about it this way, right?
Hmm.
These are all the people that vote on the laws and all the on the regulations and everything like that. And this is what affects like what happens in our world. Well, at least in America, right?
Hmm.
And these are the same people like, oh, I support the protest, whatever. And like you said, they're doing it for publicity. But when it comes down to it, and like they're voting for the laws, or they're giving out their opinion that would influence the laws, like they may say on Twitter or on Instagram, oh, I support this, I support this. Okay, you support it, but like, what are you gonna do about it? You know, and there's so many people coming out like, oh, these people were treated unfairly, and like these, and like the same person that's coming out saying that, oh, this person was treated unfairly, or like this group of people were treated unfairly in whatever business or organization or some crap, are the same people who were in charge of like treating them fairly. You know, for me,
Yeah.
I don't think you should be like, oh, I support something, and then 5 seconds later do the opposite of what you're supporting. If you're gonna support something, then you change the way you act in life. You know, if for
Yes.
me, if I'm gonna support it, oh, okay, let's say like I was white, you know, let's say I was white and I was like, oh, I support Black Lives Matter. Then I see like some black guy getting harassed and I just walk by. Like that's not support. You're just doing it for publicity. You're just doing it so people like you. That's what I don't really like. I like going out and actually doing an action. Like you see someone getting harassed, you're like, oh, yo, man, stop. You know, standing up for yourself. Like don't be a bystander. Be someone who intervenes. You know, because
Yeah.
eventually the tide is going to change, and it's going to change it to be more equal for everybody. After some time, I don't know if it's going to be next year. I don't know if it's going to be 20 years, 30 years. So
Dang, you know what? I agree. I'm like, you know what? We can't. No more bystanders. That's gonna be the next protest. No more bystanders. Only action. Oh my gosh. What else do you have to talk, Josh? What else is there to talk about? I honestly don't know. What is it? Oh, there is one good thing that we could talk about. So other than me going on a rant about the governor, is there anything you want to add about the whole governor situation?
yeah. Wait,
Josh.
can you say that part again? I didn't hear you.
I said, is there anything that you want to add about the governor situation? Like anything that you feel is important to
Uh,
add?
I mean, I haven't really followed Phil Murphy that closely. I know you have. I know a couple of my friends have. I haven't really followed him that closely. But if it's for his daughters, if it's for his daughter's wedding, he might wait open. I don't know. I feel like that would be a stupid idea though.
How,
But
how
I
do
don't
you
know.
how do you
Maybe,
feel about that though? If he does decide to reopen some more things because of his daughter's wedding, or if he does, or because he's probably not going to say because it's for his daughter's wedding, but if he does reopen things and um, do you think what how am I? I gotta rethink how I'm gonna
I
say
think
this
it's a
because
good
I just kind of
decision.
like my train of thought just kind of just like blew up right in my face. I was just like, what? Do you still um are you gonna have a good opinion on him if he no matter if he does this? And I think that's the biggest question. It's
Probably not.
and I
Probably.
think that's gonna be the biggest question out of all this is will people still like Murphy even after even after this if he does do something like this? What is it? Last thing, because I completely forgot about this. Josh, I don't know if you're a big fan of the television series Lucifer on Netflix. Was originally a Fox series, then came to Netflix. But Lucifer season 5 just got its just got a trailer release. Have you seen Lucifer at all?
No, I'm not watching that show.
Why
I'm
not?
not really interested in that show. I don't know. Haven't really gotten any itch to watch it or anything. I've been watching like different shows though. I haven't watched any one show right now though.
Okay, I still recommend Lucifer. I think it's a good show. What is it?
Yeah, I know you really like that show. You talked about it a lot during school.
Josh, it's a good show. And when I binge watched it, it was pretty good. I'll admit, what is it? It's not, it's when it comes to like liking certain shows, like I have a very select category of shows that I like to watch. And that was pretty good. Something I didn't think I was gonna like at first, then I end up being like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, for me, I just mainly, I mean, I just mainly stay away from like those type of shows. I don't know. I'm more of like, for me, I'm more of a like psychological type of person. Like I like to watch I don't know if anybody watched these shows on Netflix, but I like to watch like Mindhunter. That was a good show. Um, there's a show on Hulu called what's it called? It's called Lie to Me. That was a good show. Like I like the more like psychological shows than more than like the
Did you ever watch
drama.
Married with Children on
Like,
Hulu?
oh yeah, I need to watch that. Yeah, we did watch that one episode.
That was good.
It was
What is it?
pretty funny.
What is it? We watched what is it? Married with Children. Great show, 11 seasons. Um Ed O'Neill's in it, Christina Applegate, Katie Sagal, David Faustino, I think his name is. Whatever everything is. What's up? Great show. Absolutely love it. Um what is it? We watched the season 11 episode Crimes Against Obesity. And what is it?
Alright.
Me and a couple of my friends, we all just kind of, we all just, we did one of those like screen sharing things. It was kind of funny. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it was, I don't even know how, but what is it? The watch party, that's how we were able to do it. Remember that, Josh? Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
um, we, what is it? We watched the episode and they wouldn't stop laughing. It's a funny show. It's a great show. One of my favorites, but still. Josh, I interrupted you. My apologies. Continue.
You did?
Yeah,
I was pretty much.
you were just
I
like in the
thought.
middle of something. I'm like, Josh, did you watch Married with Children?
Well, that's how Thomas is. Because Thomas, he doesn't
What's that
really
said about me? What was
have a long
that?
attention span, you know. So when he remembers something, he just says it. Like, Josh, did you do this? Like, oh yeah, I did that. Sure, yeah.
You know,
That's
Josh?
how I am. I feel like, yeah, sure, I did that. Yeah.
Is there
But
anything else you want to say?
I, no, I think we hit the 30-minute mark actually.
We did.
I'm not sure though.
Yep, we did.
Okay.
So, thank you all for listening. Remember, listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, whatever else we're on. Um,
Whatever
sus-
else fun.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Um, what is it? Follow us on Instagram at everything at 30. And Josh, you do the Insta thing because I don't know what it is for Instagram. So Josh,
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yep.
do the Instagram shout out.
Oh, Instagram shout out. So on Instagram we're at everything in 30. The name of my podcast. Don't be shy to add us, follow us, do whatever you want. Pretty soon we're gonna be posting clips on there and it should be popping. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what is it? We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.